God bless you. I'm going over all of the rules that I gave you guys in the last class, the proofs. I'm just breaking them down one by one just so you guys have a better idea. Hopefully it sticks. So you guys do have this paper. You guys can just follow along, fill in the parts that I'm filling out. And then hopefully, like I said, it will click a little bit better, and then you guys have your turn at the bottom of the page, and in between there's questions. So to start, we're looking at reflexive. So proof number one, I'm reading this right here. Proof number one, when to use reflexive property. When to use reflexive property. So it says, when the triangles are sharing a side. When the triangles are sharing a side, we use reflexive. Shared side means reflexive. Shared side means reflexive. So the examples that I gave you guys are right here. It says example, and it says the highlighted side is shared. So in these three figures here, if you see the line in the middle, that is the shared side, that is the shared side, that is the shared side. So when you guys see these drawings, literally this drawings that has this line in the middle, that should be, click in your brain, that's reflexive. It's sharing a side, it's reflexive. Sharing a side, it's reflexive. Since these three triangles share a side, we use reflexive property as a proof, and the statement would be the two letters that make the side. That means X and Y, A and B, X and Y. Those are the two letters that make the side. That's what that means. So here we have some practice questions, some examples here. So example one, what is the shared side? What is the shared side? You guys may not have a highlighter. If you do, you can highlight the shared side like this, or you guys can mark it with 3 sticks, which is what you will be doing on your test. So go ahead and mark this 1, 2, 3. That is your reflexive side. This is the shared side. That is your reflexive side. Your statement, the two letters that make up this side is X and Y. X and Y. So your statement will be X, Y is congruent to X, Y. Do you guys notice that it repeats the same thing? Okay. For the one under it, the shared side is, again, in the middle. Go ahead and mark it with 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. What are the two letters that make up this side? M, N. So you're going to write M, N, M, N. Okay. For both of those, the proof right here, the proof statement is reflexive. All of these are reflexive. That's the point of this. Shared side is reflexive. So go ahead and write reflexive property or prop. Reflexive prop for both of them. Why? Because they have a shared side. The other side over here. What is the shared side? This middle piece right here. So go ahead and mark that with 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. What are the letters that make the side? A, B. So, right, AB is congruent to AB. This means congruent to, guys. When I'm reading it, I'm saying AB is congruent to AB. That's what I'm reading. But that symbol's already there for you. And then again, what do we write on the other side? Reflexive property. Last one. Shared side is right here. So go ahead and mark that with 1, 2, 3 lines. What are the two letters that make the side? O, P. So write OP is congruent to OP. And what goes on the other side? Reflexive property. So every time there was a shared side, we wrote reflexive property, and you mark it with 3 lines. Mark it with 3 lines. and put reflexive property. On your test, you will have to write a statement and a proof. Statement, proof, statement, proof, statement, proof. So you have to remember what goes with what. If the letters repeat, it is reflexive. XY, XY, MN, MN, AB, AB, OP, OP. They repeat. That is reflexive. So again, if a shape has a shared side, you mark it with 3 lines and write the 2 letters that make up the side. Now, you guys go ahead and do those. You guys can pause the video here if you want or go back to it. You guys have to mark the shared side and write the statement and proof just like I did here. Okay, mark the shared side, write the statement of the proof. Mark the shared side, and then write the 2 letters that make up the side over here and the proof statement over here, like I just did. Go ahead and do those. Pause the video if you can. If not, I'm moving on. You guys can do those in a little bit. Make sure these parts are filled out. This is a part of your grade. Make sure this is filled out. This is your turn. Okay, moving on. Vertical angles are congruent. We're only doing 2 rules today. Vertical angles are congruent. When to use vertical, when to use vertical angles are congruent. That's what this reads. Vertical angles are congruent. When to use that. When the triangles form a bow tie. This is a bow tie. Bow tie. You guys see all the little bow ties. It doesn't matter how it's standing, if it's laying, if it's sideways, it doesn't matter. They're all bow tie shape. When you see the bow tie shape, we automatically use vertical angles are congruent. For the bow tie, we use vertical angles are congruent. We write it like this. This is the short way to write it. That is the short way to write it. So I'm reading this statement here. For the bow tie, we use vertical angles are congruent as a proof, and the statement is the letter in the center of the bow tie, and we mark the center angle. So, what does that mean? Here, this is the letter in the middle of my bow tie. We mark it like this and like this. That letter that is in the center will be my statement. M is congruent to M. So again, it repeats the same letter. If this is an A, then this would be A. If this was an X, this would be XX. Okay? And then you have to write on the other side, vertical angles are congruent. Okay, so automatically, as soon as you see bow tie shape, this will be your proof, and your statement will be whatever letter is there 2 times. Okay, let's look at this one over here. Same thing. This is my bow tie. It's just standing up. So again, I already marked it. So when I give this to you, it's going to look like this. You have to mark it, and then whatever letter is there, you write it, and then you write vert angles are congruent. So that would be your turn. Again, you mark the angle in the middle. I'm gonna do this one more time. It looks like this. It's blank. All of it's blank. You're gonna see the bow tie, right? That's my bow tie. Yes, that's my bow tie. You're gonna mark it. Whatever letter is there, you write it, and then you write this vert angles are congruent. Same thing over here. You see the bow tie. You see the bow tie? Yes, it's just standing up. It's still a bow tie. We're gonna mark it, that letter Q, vert, angles are congruent. That's it. Okay, that is your vertical angle. So you have to write your statement and your proof for these. Okay, that is it. Those are the two rules we're doing. So again, here, shared side, you mark it 3 times. These 2 letters go here and here with reflexive. Shared side, you mark it 3 times. This letters go here and here with reflexive. Okay, so you have to do those 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you have to do these 3. Okay, actually I forgot that you guys have this page here, so let me go back. I'll do these with you guys. So my shared side is 1, 2, 3, A, B, reflexive. That's how easy that is, guys. Reflexive property. 1, 2, 3, E, F, reflexive property. Again, I'm marking the shared side. Reflexive property, prop. Okay, over here, 1, 2, 3, shared side, Q, R, reflexive property. That's it, guys. Super simple. If they share a side in the middle, mark it with 3 lines, repeat the 2 letters, and write reflexive property. Shared a side, mark it with 3 lines, write the 2 letters, and then write reflexive property. That's it for those. For my bow tie, we mark it R, which is this letter, vert, angles are congruent. Mark it, N, vert, angles are congruent. Last one, bow tie again. 1, mark it, Q, vert, angles are congruent. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. Super simple, not that hard. Okay, those are the 2 rules you're practicing: reflexive property and midpoint. All right, you guys have this page to do. Go ahead and mark your sides, do your statements using both of them, either reflexive property or vertical angles are congruent. All right, guys, go ahead and do those. Don't forget to put your name on it. That is for today.